All right. Hey guys, Lauren Bentley here. And today I really am desiring to talk with you about the importance of father healing. And father healing can be grouped in the same category as inner child healing. However, from my experience in being a spiritual teacher and spiritual guide, I've noticed and witnessed that we really tend to skip over the father healing, skip over the mother healing, and just only focus on the inner child, which of course is amazing, but there is much deeper layers to this that I fully believe to be extremely beneficial, mainly because it's happened to me, right? Like, I have only ever really done the inner child portion, and it was when I was awakened to also navigating healing my father wounds that so much has opened up for me. And so I just want to take a few moments to speak about it and to speak about what it's done for me. So I'm not going to go into this full-on story on the relationship between my father and I, but to give you the real kind of simpler version of it, it'll be 3 years in July 1st, 2020, that my father has not been with us anymore. My dad passed away from cirrhosis. He was a very, very high-functioning alcoholic. My dad and I were extremely close when I was young, and especially after my parents divorced. We were so close. And then he remarried and things changed. Our relationship dynamic changed because he had new obligations, let's call it. And so it is what it is, right? So as a child, though, at like 12 or so, I became extremely angry about it. That I did a lot of shit to show how angry I was. I started smoking cigarettes. I started smoking weed. I started drinking. And I started having sex. I started allowing my body to be like taken advantage of. And for me, I wasn't consciously allowing my body to be taken advantage of. It was happening unconsciously. Consciously, I was looking just for somebody to love me. And I thought that having sex with them would make them love me quicker and help me to get out of this dark state quicker. So as I grew older, as I met my now husband, as I got into all of the energy healing, the yoga, the meditation, the prayer, the chanting, all of it that I do, it's really helped me to heal these parts of me and forgive myself and forgive my past and forgive those that took advantage of me in a very vulnerable position, all that stuff. And I began to have a relationship with my father again. It wasn't anything like the relationship was when I was a child, mainly because, one, I was not a child, and two, because obviously there was a lot of unconscious stories there, unconscious beliefs, unconscious feelings that were really deeply affecting our relationship. But when it came time for him that he was put into the hospital, and it became very clear that he would not be leaving the hospital in human body, my husband, as amazing as he is, told me, you should really tell him the things that you've been wanting to say. You should really open up to him and talk to him. And I'm like, Okay, I will. But when it came down to it, when I got to the hospital, I couldn't get myself to have these conversations. And instead, I chose compassion. Because there was this huge part of me that was really angry for him never giving up the alcohol, because he could have lived much longer, obviously, if he would have given it up. But I knew that he had so many skeletons in his closet that at 63, he knew that if he had quit drinking, that he would have been held accountable for them, that he would have had to look at these skeletons in the closet. And I just don't think that he felt strong enough to do so. I don't think that he thought that he could, and he probably felt that one of these is going to kill me. It's either going to be the skeletons in the closet or it's going to be the drinking. So he kept drinking. And so I was able to have compassion for that, because you know that I am so big on allowing everybody to be experiencing their own reality, knowing that we're all just doing our best, right? We're doing our best with what we've been taught. We're doing our best with what we feel life has handed to us. We're doing our best with the reality that we've created for ourselves. And so I couldn't find anything but compassion for him. So I felt that because I was able to have compassion, that I had forgiven. And then I received a reading from a dear friend who told me that Archangel Azrael was there. And Archangel Azrael was there with my father. And they were pretty much begging me to heal the relationship between my father and I, because I was unconsciously blocking myself completely to the masculine, which meant I was blocking myself from having a relationship with God, which to me, God is within. God is existing within my heart. So I was blocking a relationship with my own heart. I was also blocking abundance to flow into my life in all the ways that the masculine supports and provides. And I was also blocking myself from fully surrendering into my feminine construct. And I had no idea that I was doing this, because like I said, I thought that I had chose compassion, which means I thought that I had chose forgiveness, which means I thought that I was just open to the equal parts of giving and receiving with masculine and feminine energies. But I wasn't. And so I went into a whole week of father healing meditations that I ended up creating for the Breathe and Receive membership. And so I was doing it on myself and just writing letters to my dad, and just writing letters to my inner child, even from my dad. And what happened in these meditations and in this journaling was I was able to fully express and communicate with my dad everything that I've ever needed to say. And he opened himself to receiving it and understanding it. And I also gave myself the gift of hearing everything that I wanted to hear from my dad during those meditations. He spoke to me everything he truly felt about me, which of course was unconditional love, nothing but being proud of me and loving me. And it was everything I needed, and it was everything I didn't even know that I needed. And so since then, my relationship with God has grown so strong and so deep that I have this beautiful inner peace, this deep knowing and how supported and protected I am. I finally feel really grounded and rooted in my body, and I am allowing myself to really live like this deep human experience. And if you're watching this and you've done healings on me, or spoken with me, or just any sort of work that you've done with me, you may already know, and especially if you've done healings on me, you know for sure that my upper 3 chakras are extremely open and huge. My Reiki healer says that my crown chakra is huge. And so I have always kind of lived up there in the ethers, which is beautiful. It's a great space to live in, but if you're not fully integrating down into the body, you're not going to experience it being made manifest. You're not going to experience it in fruition, in the 3D. So my manifesting, for lack of a better word, is better. My trust is better. My surrender is better. My ability to just like love and be loved is better. My relationship with my partner, I feel like, is better. And the feeling I have with my dad that is in my heart is better. I finally feel completely freed of those attachments I was holding on to, the stories I was holding on to. So father healing is so powerful. Some of the most powerful experiences of my life that's opened me up to the beautiful energies of the sacred masculine and the divine feminine, allowing me to surrender even more into it. So I really encourage you to, even if you don't feel like there's any blocks between your father and you, and or maybe you have the most amazing relationship with your dad, and for that, like, God bless you. God bless you. But I still really encourage you to explore this. Explore it as the inner child, to strengthen this, even if it's just for the ability to strengthen your connection with God. It's powerful. Okay? So if you need any assistance with this, please reach out. Nurture Your Inner Child, there's a whole section of it in the Breathe and Receive membership. And right now I am offering the first month to be completely free. So, and there's no contracts with it. So if you sign up for it and you're just not feeling it, it's just not vibing with you, you can cancel it before that month is over and you don't have to pay anything. But if you do love it, which I assume that you will, because it's an amazing portal of just healing and nourishment and love, it's only $25 a month. So check that out. The links will be below in the description. Also, if a membership just really isn't your thing, I did create just a 3-part mini healing series that's about nurturing your inner child. It's $33 for 3 meditations that have Reiki involved and breathwork involved. It's father healing, mother healing, and nurture your inner child journey. So all those things are below for you. I hope that you use these services that I have. And if you just need any sort of support at all, please reach out to me. The links to my socials will also be down below. So much deep love and gratitude to you. I hope that you open yourself up fully to the God that exists within you, to the God that exists within everyone, and to this beautiful healing of feminine and masculine. Thank you so much.